So guys, I found an insane YouTube video with over 10 million views about a guy who dates a billionaire. And today we're gonna see if this is true or everyone lied to us and it's clickbait.
I'd been working as a driver for this rich boy called Brian.
Okay.
One day, while I was sitting at the side of the pool outside their mansion, he and his friends jumped in, splashing water all over me. At
Okay,
first,
pretty realistic.
I was mad. Then more people joined the pool party, and among them was the Juliet to my Romeo, Victoria. And she was just so perfect.
Yeah,
she
okay.
turned to me
There you go.
and smiled before jumping into the pool.
Uh-oh.
And I swear I felt my heart jump out of my chest.
Your nose is bleeding. You're so in love, your nose is bleeding. That's a metaphor I've never heard of before. Okay, that's new.
She screamed in pain, and the water around her started turning red.
Oh, well, she died.
My name is Caleb. Before I continue with the story,
did she just die? What just happened?
Victoria was screaming as everyone else around her laughed. Those jerks immediately dove into the pool. Well, I checked for injuries.
What's happening? Is she actually dying? Like, bro.
She was okay, but Brian and the others were still laughing. Brian said, "It was just a prank for her TikTok, loser."
Oh, okay, all right. I saw a couple routes this could have gone. All of them would have got me demonetized, so I'm kind of like, what is this? All right, we're good. We're gonna paint.
Victoria,
we're good.
And saw she was smiling with one eyebrow
There we go.
raised. She said, "That was attractive, but stay away from me, idiot." Feeling embarrassed, I walked away.
But she said it was attractive, bro. You're in. You're in. This is where you literally double down.
I wanted to drive Victoria home, and during the ride, I stole a glance at her through the rearview mirror, only to see that she was also looking right at me and smiling. Suddenly,
he's in. He's in, guys. Listen, take your advice from me. He's in. He needs to make his next move. I don't know what it is. I would panic. This is where I would freeze personally. I would do nothing.
I moved closer and whispered, "Wake up, dummy. If I see you looking at her like that again, I swear." I tried to
yeah. No, I wouldn't do anything. No.
trade on the road
no.
instead. That night when I got home, I was shocked to see my little sister Candace sleeping on the top of the fridge.
Okay.
My mom told me she won't come down unless I give her ice cream, but we don't have the money for any. My heart broke. I checked my wallet and realized that I only had a few dollars left.
Okay, so he's actually super poor, and his sister is part cat. This is a little bit weird, all right?
I decided I'd find an evening job soon. Mom couldn't work after her accident, so it was all up to me now.
Wow,
and
this
it
is
drove me
sad.
to work harder. One night, I drove Brian and Victoria to a party, and Brian told me to wait in the car. An hour had passed when I saw her coming out of the door with a guy. The jerk started pulling her hand and trying to kiss her. I got out of the car and ran towards them. I pulled Victoria away and shouted, "Get off her, man!" The guy yelled back, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Victoria tried to calm me down. "Caleb, don't!" But I was furious. The dimwit then shoved me to the ground, making me scrape my elbow. I got up. I was about to punch him, but Rachel and the others came out and stopped me and got back into the car. Victoria joined me a little later and started helping me with my small scratch on my elbow. She said, "You didn't have to do that, Caleb," but I wasn't listening to her. All I could hear was the loud beating of my heart as I stared at her beautiful face up close.
Look at that beautiful face. She almost has a nose.
I looked away when our eyes met. I had to stop this dream before it was too late.
You need to make a move.
Months, I ignored Victoria whenever she hung out with Brian. One day, I went home to our landlord screaming at my mom. He was throwing her things outside. My mom begged him, "Please,
this is not good.
Give us
This
2
is
more
not
weeks."
good. Oh,
He replied,
no.
"I already gave you a month." I ran to hug my mom, desperately asked for another extension. When he finally agreed, I was forced to get another job as a part-time janitor at McDonald's.
Hey, that's not
One
bad.
afternoon, while I was mopping
Because I say that's not bad because you probably get like free food or like discounted food. Probably free food.
the floor, Brian, Victoria, and their other friends came in. After ordering, Rachel, Victoria's best friend, asked, "Hey Brian, we didn't know that your driver was a janitor too." I waited for Victoria to say something, but she avoided eye contact with me. Brian then called me over. "Hey loser, clean this up." He started pouring all of their drinks on the floor. They were all laughing at me, except for Victoria, who kept herself busy on her phone. I felt like I'd been stabbed in the chest. She was so cold.
That's relatable. We've all had a stab in the chest moment. It really is painful.
Everyone suddenly fell silent.
This poor dude.
As someone approached their table. It was my boss, Ryan's dad. And
Ryan's
he looked mad.
dad?
He told them, "I don't think that's how we treat people." Ryan bowed his head in shame, while the others looked guilty.
Dude looks just like the guy who owns Virgin Airlines. Sir something. I don't know his name.
Apologized to me privately and promised to arrange a scholarship program for me at Brian's school, which he actually owned. I immediately told Mom the good news. I was finally going back to school to finish my final year. Brian and Victoria were shocked a month later when I was introduced.
All right, guys, quick cat break. Hi, Morel.
As a new student to their class.
Congratulations,
While walking
sir.
to my locker, I heard some students talking. What is he doing here? he was Brian's driver, right? I wanted to tell them that I wasn't Brian's driver anymore. Jeez, I had a name. I suddenly bumped into Victoria, and before I could react,
look how happy she is.
She shoved me into a janitor's closet.
Oh God!
And joined
whoa.
me in there.
Okay.
I asked, what are you doing?
Oh, probably just to talk.
She ignored my question, and instead said, and now we're even closer, and you can't ignore me anymore. I had never been so confused in my—
How are you confused? This is the most male response I've ever seen. A girl could walk up to this man and literally look him in the eyes and say, I love you. And he'd be like, it's a little confusing. I don't know.
I asked, what do you mean? She gave me a half smile.
Kiss.
And
the janitor door opened. Oh, she actually kissed you.
Me on the cheek. I couldn't get that kiss out of my mind.
He's in love with her.
For the next 3 days.
Let's go.
It made me so nervous that I had to avoid her because these feelings were scaring me.
Okay,
One day,
all right.
I met up with Victoria for a project, but to my surprise, Victoria requested a different partner.
Ah, there it is.
I was disappointed.
There it is.
And relieved at the same time.
Relieved?
As I was about to leave the room, she walked up to me and said, I hate you. What did I do? My heart then skipped a beat when she suddenly leaned in and kissed me on the lips.
Oh, what now again? Okay,
I was
what now?
going
I'm
to kiss her
confused.
back, but then our teacher saw us and kicked us out. It was so embarrassing.
I don't understand. Okay, honestly, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is now showing me I know nothing either about this.
Victoria then held my hand and giggled as we ran out of school. A black limo stopped in front of us, and I gasped when she shoved me inside. I asked, am I being kidnapped? She chuckled. You're really cute. Now, take me somewhere else. I told her driver to take us to my secret hideout. When we got there,
Bro has a limo, could probably go anywhere in the world, and he probably picked some random rinky-dink park.
Sat next to each other silently for a while, admiring the view. I said,
oh, it's Chinese lanterns?
I've always been crazy about you. I finally decided to give in to my heart's desire.
Those are fireworks!
But then she said she wanted our relationship to be a secret. She promised me that she'd tell everyone soon. Her parents would hate her, and she wasn't ready for the backlash in school yet.
Yeah.
I tried my best to make her happy, but whenever she was around her squad, especially with Brian, she treated me like I didn't exist.
Well, that does suck though then, because then this guy, I don't know how long you could put up with that. Bro, this is wild.
One time, she got angry with me because I wasn't answering her calls. I told her my phone was broken. She turned up with the latest iPhone, which came with a bonus.
A key?
To a Porsche. She said, tell everyone that it's yours. You also need brand clothes, bags, watches.
What? I guess, guys, we are learning what it's like to date a billionaire now.
We have to go shopping later. I told her that I didn't want all that stuff, but she insisted
you need it.
And said, do it for me. We headed to this high-end shopping mall after class, and on the way, Rachel asked, hey girl, what are you doing here with Brian's driver? Victoria then whispered something to her, which I heard. I don't know, he kept following me and begging me to buy him clothes. Rachel whispered back. She gave me a disgusted look, and they all walked away, taking Victoria with them. I was furious, but that instantly changed when she sent me a message saying, just stay right there. I'm going to the police to report you for stealing my heart. A few months later, I left McDonald's.
Honestly, how mad could you be? Like, genuinely, if your girlfriend gets you a new iPhone and a Porsche, I don't care if you punch me in the face a couple times a week.
During an afternoon shift, I was shocked to see who had just come in. It was Victoria.
With her
and
parents.
It was my first time seeing them, and they looked so sophisticated and intimidating. Suddenly, I felt insecure again.
Uh-oh.
How the hell would they accept a guy like me for their princess?
That's true.
I took their order with shaking hands, and while serving them, I accidentally spilled a drink on her dad's shirt.
Oh, no!
Oh, look what you've done. Where's your manager? Victoria defended me. Dad, calm down. He's Caleb, and he's my friend. I was shocked at her dad's response. Stick to friends from your circle, young lady. Victoria started to cry, while my face looked like someone had punched me in the stomach. The next day, when I woke up, I noticed that my mom was talking to someone.
Oh no.
It was the most unexpected person, Victoria's mom. I listened to their conversation from the stairs, and my heart broke when I heard her final words.
No.
This is a warning.
No.
Keep your son away from my daughter, or else. Mom tried to talk to me that night.
Bro, no, that's brutal, dude.
But I just wanted to be alone. I didn't go to school for a few days and ignored Victoria's calls. She showed up to our house.
Why would you ignore her if she's still showing up? I mean, I feel like 9 out of 10 people in this situation, if their parents were that like mean, would have said, hey, we're just gonna end this, it's not gonna work. The fact that she's still showing up tells me you are an idiot.
Forced me to come with her to her secret place, a hidden hot spring. She apologized about her dad. I was about to tell her what her mom did, but suddenly, someone appeared from the tall grass.
Her dad?
Victoria?
This dude.
Are you there?
Random dude.
Brian. I immediately lowered my head into the water, up for breath after a while, and was shocked. Brian was trying to kiss my girlfriend.
Oh!
How dare he? Victoria pushed him and said, "Stop it, Brian. How did you even know I was here?"
That is weird.
He answered,
He's
"I've been
tracking
tracking
you?
your phone."
Oh!
What? Instead of being mad, Victoria just said, "I'm tired. I want to go home now." She left me a text saying that she still needed to prepare for a girl's party tonight.
Did she just leave you? I mean, honestly, this is a dub for this guy. Well, no. Yeah, no.
The
Never
phone
mind.
pinged again. It was another message that said, "Get home safe."
Oh!
Later that night, I took my phone out and checked Instagram. I saw Rachel's stories. I thought it was a girl's party, but why were Brian and the other boys there?
And he
There were other
wasn't.
stories that showed Victoria getting chummy with Brian. We had a huge fight the next day because of Brian. And I told her I would not be attending her birthday. It was all a lie, though. I wanted to surprise her by turning up at her birthday and telling her parents how serious I was about her. But little did I know that things were about to become a total mess.
I can call that. I can
Exclusive
call that
formal
from a
party
mile
in the
away.
mansion. I rented a suit and bought an expensive bouquet of roses for her. My heart was beating out of my chest as I entered their mansion.
Okay.
Everyone looked so sophisticated.
Yeah,
which
dude.
made me feel totally out of place. I felt breathlessness when I finally saw Victoria. She looked so drop-dead gorgeous in her beautiful red dress.
You're an idiot,
I
dude.
waited in one corner when I noticed she was still busy talking to Brian and her parents' visitors. I met her mom's eyes across the room. She glared at me. She then whispered something to Victoria's dad. And moments later,
Security.
her father walked up to the front. He got everyone's attention,
No.
only to announce something that made my world come crashing down.
Bro, is he about to destroy you?
Brian and Victoria were getting engaged. What? I waited for Victoria to say something, but she just stood there with tears in her eyes while looking at Brian. She didn't even know I was there. I silently left with a broken heart. The next day, everyone was talking about the newly engaged couple.
This is wild, man. I feel so bad for our guy.
I went to the library to calm myself by reading a book. Suddenly, Victoria appeared and dragged me to the back of the bookshelf and said that she missed me. She tried to kiss me, but I pulled away. "What's the matter? You're going to prom with me, right?" I smiled bitterly. "Why don't you ask Brian instead?" Looking guilty, she answered, "Babe, don't believe the rumors. It's not true." The blood drained from her face. When I told her that I had actually been there, she suddenly stepped away from me when some other students appeared. How could I love a person who was ashamed of me? I felt like there was a stone in my chest.
Yeah.
I walked away and ran out of the building. I just wanted to be away from her. She called after me and asked me to stop. I said, "I can't do this anymore, Victoria. I'm sorry." She
I'm
looked
sorry, too.
shocked. What do you mean? I answered with a cracked voice.
It's so weird because she seems to like him so much, but she's so afraid of getting canceled by all of her friends, she won't commit to it. It's very interesting.
"You deserve someone better. Someone who can give you the whole world. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Brian can.
True.
My parents know that."
He's not
She
wrong.
said, "I don't care about all that.
Look at this girl.
I love you, Caleb.
Look at that.
I just need you
Look
to
at that
trust
emotion.
me and give me more time."
Look at
It
that.
hurt to hear her cry as I
Yeah.
walked away. I really believed that I had done the right thing, but after graduation, I was utterly miserable.
No.
Victoria and I hadn't seen each other since that day. One night, when we were about to close, I noticed a familiar guy slouching at the bar counter. I asked him for his order, but I was shocked when he looked at his face. It was Brian. He told me that he'd come because he wanted to talk to me.
What?
He revealed, "I love her so much, bro." And I thought she felt the same way. And now, it doesn't feel right.
What?
Because I think she loves someone else.
Oh!
I froze. He added, "It really hurts a lot, but I'm finally letting her go." He patted me on the back and said, "Take care of her for me, please." That night, I couldn't stop thinking.
This is crazy. So they're gonna get together. I mean, they have like 15 seconds to get back together. So this is gonna be a real quick
Thinking
conversation.
about what Brian had told me. It was already 4 in the morning when I
Please.
finally decided to pick up my phone and dialed a number. The soft voice answered, "Hello?" With closed eyes, I breathed in and said, "Hello, Victoria."
Wow. I'm gonna be honest, guys. That was a beautiful romantic story.